Good afternoon. My name is MFullerton, and I am your host for today. The Movement is a progressive and cutting-edge cable access show featuring emerging artists from all genres of music, the art world as a whole, as well as special topics. And today I am so happy to present to you the artist that's going to perform to you today, Mrs. TMcKinney. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Okay. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Tammi McKinney, as you stated, and I'm married to the wonderful Harold McKinney for 7 years, and I'm a member of DBC, which is Debar Bethlehem Cathedral in Queens Village, New York. I'm part of the choir there, and our bishop is Bishop Curtis Douglas.
Okay. What is it that you do as far as entertainment?
Well, I sing in the church choir now, but I started out singing in my former church choir, and then I gravitated to the Martin Luther King Fellowship Ensemble and Choir for over 16 years. And I've sang in various groups and done background for different people. And I came from a singing family. My father was a contralto, and my mother, if you asked her, she would tell you she sings in the key of Z, but she's a really good alto. Okay. And my brother sings as well. And you know, we sang around the table at different holidays, and I just enjoy singing, ministering to the people. That's music great. For your soul.
That's great. When did you realize that singing was what you wanted to do? When did you start singing?
Oh, I've been singing probably since I've been able to talk, because my dad was a singer and he taught us a lot of songs and we sang with him. So I would, if I had to put a number on it, I would say maybe about 4 years old.
Wow. Wow. Okay, are there any other talents that you might have as well as singing?
If crazy is a talent. I love having a good time. I love laughing. I love dancing. I love walking. And I kind of just love life. And I'm willing to try new things.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so would you like to tell us a little bit more, in detail about yourself as far as your singing career is concerned?
I've been in various talent shows from kindergarten on up to high school, and I've done amateur night in college as well, and different showcases. My mom was very good about keeping us busy. Okay. So my thing was singing, and my brother, now he sings a lot more. His thing was basketball, but my thing was singing. And wherever I had to be, my mother was right down behind us, my grandmother, the whole family, being very supportive.
Right.
And I do funerals, I do weddings. I mean, if I had to put it on a calling card, okay. I'm just available. I just like to sing.
That's great. Now, is there any particular genre that you like to sing or that you prefer to sing?
Well, because I am a born-again Christian, I love to sing gospel,
okay,
spreading the good news. But I do R&B, because although I'm a religious person,
right?
If I got a job singing R&B, that's what it would be. I just remember to pay my tithes.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Did you have any bumps in the road, going forth?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Most recently, May 8th of 2013, mm-hmm. I had surgery, a double mastectomy. 12-12-12, I was diagnosed with ductal carcinoma, which is a type of breast cancer. And I underwent a double mastectomy, and I didn't lose any lymph nodes or anything of that nature that people normally do.
Right.
But I came through it, and I'm not finished yet. I have one more surgery November 18th
okay.
to finish everything up. But I have found that going through all of that, listening to different stories,
Right.
going through chemo, and the type of chemo I went through was very radical. I was given 6 hours worth of treatment in 2 hours, so that's a lot of medication.
Intense.
And yeah, very intense. And I came through it pretty good. I had to. It's a trip when you have to think about losing your hair as a woman. But I was grateful that when I finally did lose my hair, my mom used to tell me, you have a really nicely shaped head. Because you know, sometimes once you lose your hair,
Right.
and then you see all those lumps and bumps and whatnot
Right.
sometimes, but I had a really nicely shaped head. My ears didn't stick out, so I was able to put on makeup. And you kind of talk to yourself, and you know, you have to encourage yourself, like David in the Bible. And that is exactly what I did, as well as being encouraged and supported by my husband, my children,
That's great.
my family. And it's not for punks.
Okay.
Cancer is definitely not for punks. It's not for people that don't have a spiritual foundation. You can come unglued because the psychological ramifications alone can just take you somewhere where you really don't want to go. Or if you went there, you'd have a hard time trying to get back. So my faith first and my support system was the main thing. I met a lot of interesting people. I had opportunities, because I am a minister by nature. I had a lot of opportunities to be a source of encouragement to other people who didn't have the level of faith that I have.
Okay.
And, you know, I think I came through it pretty well, you know, compared to other people. You know, I continue to make my face up and, you know, do whatever it is that I could
And
do.
you are beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. And I've had a few wigs. You know, I had a blonde one when I was going through my little Mary J. Blige moment. And then I, you know, started, experiment with other kinds of wigs, and I went to different forums that American Cancer Society provides for you.
Now that's what I was going to ask you about. How are you, or how did you, and probably still are, giving back to the Cancer Society, and the fact that, do you go out and speak to them and encourage them and try to help build their hope? What do you do? How do you give back?
Well, I haven't done that yet. I would like to do that. I'd love to be a spokeswoman, because I think that my story is not one of those woe is me stories. It's more of a how I got over story.
And this is one of the reasons why we invited you on the show, because I know her outside of this interview. She's a phenomenal woman. She never gave up. And she's just, like they say, she's like the song says, she's a survivor. She's not going to give up. Here she is. And I just wanted to share her story with you guys, because there's a lot of people that might be going through the same thing she went through. You might be getting ready to, you might have just been diagnosed. You might be getting ready for the surgery. You might be going through the chemo, and you might feel like nobody understands what you're going through. And that's the reason why we're doing this particular topic. Of course, she's going to entertain us, because that's just what she does. And we just want her to do her thing. But the reason why I brought you on as well is because I wanted you to let everybody know the other side of having cancer, but better than that, being a cancer survivor.
Amen. That's so right. Well, like I said, I haven't been asked to be a spokesman outside of our church.
Well, not to cut you, but knowing the type of person you are, I don't think you're going to sit around and wait for anybody to ask you to do anything.
No, I've gone to a few meetings. I've offered my services. I let them know that I am available and I'm not afraid to speak. So far, I've just gotten some information because the church wants to do a walk this year in my honor.
Now, when is that going to be? Can you tell us about it?
It's supposed to be October 19th.
Where?
Flushing Meadow Park.
Okay. Now, if there's other people that might be watching that might want to sign up for this walk, you want to give them the information?
I don't really have all of it because our church is doing it a little differently, and I'm just the honoree. Somebody, I think I just have to show up.
Okay. So what we can do then is maybe you can let me know and I can let the audience know.
I will. I'll do just that.
And just in case there's people out there that would like to walk in your honor. Because I do feel honored to be sitting here with you, because not only is she a soulstress, but you are a survivor.
Amen.
And your testimony definitely needs to be heard.
Well, I would say that I would be able to give you at a later date, definitely in the month of October, all the information. I don't know if people should contact me because I don't really have that much information about it.
Right.
But I would say to contact the church.
Okay, you want to tell them the name of the church again?
It's Daybar Cathedral, Daybar Bethlehem Cathedral, and it's in Queens Village on 218th Street off of Springfield Boulevard.
Okay, so I guess you guys can get, Google Daybar Bethlehem Cathedral, go on their website, and you can look and find more information about the walk.
Under
dedication.
Pastor Sandra Manning.
Yes, and dedication for Mrs. Tammi McKinney. We'll be back after these messages. If anyone watching would like to contact us, you can go to themovement205@yahoo.com. We'll be back after these messages. Hi, we're back at The Movement. My name is MFullerton. I am your host. And today we have a special guest. We have Mrs. Tammi McKinney. She will perform her song,
I am at peace.
I Am at Peace.
I'm at peace, even though my heart is breaking. I'm at peace. I never thought I would be shaken, but you came and laid your hand on me, and now you came and laid your hand on me, and now I can see my storm has moved away. I'm at peace, even though my heart is breaking. I'm at peace. I never thought I would be shaken, but you came and laid your hands on me, and now, thank you, Jesus, you came and laid your hands on me, and now I remember the day you came and laid your hands on me, and now you died for me on Calvary, and now I can see my storm has moved away. My storm has moved away. my storm has moved away.
And that was the elegant Mrs. Tammi McKinney, and she did such a marvelous job that we're going to ask her to give us, bless us with another selection. Miss Tammi McKinney.
The windows of heaven are open, and the fire is falling tonight. I've got joy, joy, joy in my soul, since Jesus made everything right. I gave up my old tattered garment, and he gave me a robe of pure white. I'm feasting on manna from heaven, and that's why I'm happy tonight. That's why I'm happy, that's why I'm happy, that's why I'm happy tonight. I've got joy, joy, joy in my soul, since Jesus made everything right. I gave up my old tattered garments, and he gave me a robe of pure white. I'm feasting on manna from heaven, and that's why I'm happy tonight. Oh, that's why I'm happy, that's why I'm happy, that's why I'm happy tonight. I've got joy, joy, joy in my soul, since Jesus made everything right. I gave up my old tattered garments, and he gave me a robe of pure white. I'm feasting on manna from heaven, and that's why I'm happy tonight.
Hey, we're back from commercial break, and we're going to have El Catalan sing a song for us. He's going to perform the song,
Bailar Suavecito.
which means dance slowly.
Yes. Ese Catalan es Kinder Suaga. Mami, tú sabes, no te hagas. Estás buena, estás buena, estás buena, estás buena. Oye, morena, te ves tan buena. Cuerpo formado como una botella. Estás buena, estás buena, estás buena, estás buena. Oye, morena, te ves tan buena. Cuerpo formado como una botella. Bailame, mami, suavecito. Suavecito, es que la forma como lo haces tú lo haces bien rico. Bien, bien rico. Bailame, mami, despacito. Despacito, es que la forma como lo haces tú lo haces bien rico. Bien, bien. Guial, pieza, cabeza, te ves fenomenal. Con tu pantalón y tu hilo dental. Mami, te digo que a mí me pones mal, pero no necesito que ir al hospital. Es una diva atractiva, muy seductiva y muy provocativa. Ten mucho cuidado, se ve tranquila, pero como Michael Jackson es una mochila. Bailame, mami, suavecito. Es que la forma como lo haces tú lo haces bien rico. Bien, bien rico. Bailame, mami, despacito. Despacito. Es que la forma como lo haces tú lo haces bien rico. Bien, bien rico. Mami, me gusta todo lo que tú tienes. Todo lo que tienes a mí me entretiene. Me encanta la manera como es que tú lo mueves. Cuando te cagaré voy a darte lo que a ti te conviene. Lunes, martes, miércoles y jueves. Vamos a terminar hasta cuando llegue el viernes. Es que te ves muy sexy. Quiero ponerte en cosas de éxtasis. buena, estás buena, estás buena, estás buena. Oye morena, te ves tan buena, cuerpo formado como una botella. Estás buena, estás buena, estás buena, estás buena. Oye morena, te ves tan buena, cuerpo formado como una botella. Bailame, mami, suavecito. De la forma como lo haces, tú lo haces bien rico. Bien, bien rico. Bailame, mami, despacito. Despacito. De la forma como lo haces, tú lo haces bien rico. Bien rico, bien, bien rico. Thank you, thank you. Suavecito.
Say that again.
Bailar suavecito.
For those that are not familiar with what he was just doing, that is a reggaeton.
Yeah.
So, when will you be performing and where?
I'll be performing on Wednesday in Marisco Center. That's like by Yankee Stadium.
Okay, Wednesday, the date?
Yeah.
What date?
I just got the contract today, actually.
Wait, we're gonna do that again because you just.
I just got the contract today.
Okay.
If you get during any interview type stuff, you gotta talk into the right into that hand mic.
All right.
'Cause that's your only mic.
I was just gonna do something short.
Yeah.
That's okay?
Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna do one more track too, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it short. I just wanted to let them know where they can see him.
No, fine.
Right.
No problem.
Facebook,
And just make
Facebook,
sure you
Twitter.
walk further into frame. Right? Yeah, right there's great.
Okay. So, where, if people wanted to see you perform live, where would they be able to go and see you?
They could go to Marisco Center. That's like by Yankee Stadium. August the 2nd.
October?
October the 2nd. I'm sorry. And they can also find me on Facebook,
Yes.
Twitter, but the name El Catalan.
Okay.
Yes. And in YouTube also El Catalan.
El Catalan.
Yeah.
For those that didn't hear what he just said. Okay, we're gonna have him do one more selection. What's the name of the next song you're gonna sing?
It's Dembow con Suaga.
Demboco Suaga.
Yes.
El Catalan.
Pero tú te estás volviendo loco, manito.
Yeah.
Claro que es un tempo, pero con suaga, con estilo, desde Honduras.
Ribambanta, digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Es el cara del king del swag. Las mujeres quiero ver la bagallaga. Bailando con la pista de dembow de Zacatada. Bailando con la pista de dembow de Zacatada. Bombo, cuando compongo se me sale el combo. Bailando a todas la pongo el dembow. Mami, mueve ese cuerpazo con flow. Que la pista que está sobando que el show. Si lo mueves lento o lo mueves slow, dembona. Dale duro que tú eres la campeona. De todas eres más chambona. Tu amiga te envidia porque son gambonas. Óyeme, guial, me gusta tu estilo, a mí me gusta tu style. Te ves original, muy fenomenal, con tu cuerpo criminal. Mami, tú me pones mal, Dios mío, que probar. Me pone loco, como te menea poco a poco. Quiero yo romperle el coco, pero yo no me sofoco. Con calma, eso viene del alma. El catalán, el king del suaga. Digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Es el cara, el king del suaga. Las mujeres quiero ver la bagallaga. Bailando con la pista de dembow de Zacatada. Bailando con la pista de dembow de Zacatada. Predictamente que es el cada king del suaga. El que tiene enculada la chamaca. De que flow que enamorada no es casaca. El que en la disco hace la mujer que lo baile bien de Zacatada. Dembow con suaga, una nueva plaga. Agarra tu pared que la gadaga. Que el cadena tarima continuando con la saga. Cadena tarima continuando con la saga. Hello, llega un fenómeno en el micrófono. No me digas que no. Si te gusta mi flow, ponme tu teléfono. Si te gusta mi dembow, ponme tu teléfono. Pero chequea la manera como que ella se menea. Es una piedra dura como una. La vara dura con cualquiera, como sea, donde sea, como que ella se menea. Tú sabes que chironquea. Kaboom. Ladies and gentlemen. Digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Es el cara, el king del suaga. Las mujeres quiero ver la bagallaga. Bailando con la pista de dembow de Zacatada. Bailando con la pista de dembow de Zacatada. Digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Digo que llegué en un desorden informe. La mujer de escena disco bailando la quiero ver. Es el cara, el king del suaga. Las mujeres que no ven la vagadad, bailando con la pista de dembow desacatada, bailando con la pista de dembow desacatada. Briban, ban, pa. King del suaga.
That was El Catalan performing.
Dembow con suaga.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was El Catalan performing con Swagger. Reggaeton, let's give him another hand.
Thank you, thank you.
That's our show for tonight. Where can we
They can reach me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So it's most Facebook because I usually be on Facebook.
You want to say your name again?
El Catalan.
El Catalan. That's our show for tonight, The Movement. My name is Michelle Fullerton. I'm your host. Thank you for joining us. Come again. Have a good night.
Bribam bam pa.
You know.